Thanks for staying with us this afternoon. Well, if you have yet to file your taxes and live in Louisiana, you are running out of time. That's because today, May 16th, is the tax deadline. So joining us today, we have Kim Washington, CPA, to share what you need to know. Now, Kim, what are some of the things that we need to know, especially about the filings with the state of Louisiana?
Right, so today is the tax deadline. Typically, the tax deadline is actually May 15th, so it's a little bit different from the IRS, of course. But one thing you do want to keep in mind is that tax deadline not only applies to, of course, your tax returns, but also to the extension too as well. So if you have yet to file, you want to at least file an extension by today because, again, today is the tax deadline.
And that's what I was going to ask you, Kim. If someone needs to file an extension, what steps do they need to take and how soon?
Right, there are a couple of different ways that you can do it. Again, you want to do it today by midnight, especially if you're doing it online. If you're mailing in a document, you want to have it postmarked by today. But remember, midnight is the deadline. There are a couple of different ways you can do it. The first thing, you can go to Louisiana Department of Revenue's website, so you can use the online filing. You can actually mail it in, of course. And another thing that you can do, of course, you can actually call and get an extension. So there are a couple of different ways you can go about it.
And Kim, if someone expects to owe, what steps should they take?
Right. So you expect to owe, so you can get an extension, of course, to pay at let me back up. Make sure you get an extension as it relates to filing at a later date, but it does not give you an extension to pay. So that's the key thing that I want to make certain that you do understand. So you can request today, okay, I want to file a later time, but you need to send some money in today because if you do not, of course, you're going to owe penalties and interest. So you want to get that money in as soon as possible. You can set up a payment arrangement with the state too as well.
And Kim, for someone out there listening, they're kind of seeking a way to file. What information do they need to know to go ahead and move forward?
Right. First thing I would say, of course, number one, go to the Department of Revenue's website if you do need to file your state tax return. You can also use some different resources like, of course, the IRS offers what's called Free File. And if you're still looking for other resources too, you can actually use Cash App. They have a really great tool where you can actually file your taxes. But there are many different ways to file. But again, remember, today is the deadline to either file your tax return or request an extension.
All right, Kim, and then for all those people out there, I always ask you, where can they find you if they need some more information?
Definitely. They can go to Kim Sense anywhere on social media as well.
All right, Kim, such a pleasure.
Thank
and some
you so
great
much.
tools as
Thank
always.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, if you're looking